Alright, so we're back at it, ready to get started on the mechanical side of this Jeep again. So, pretty much, we already took apart the mechanical side, so we took the transmission and transfer case off, we lowered the 3-link arm. This is an Iron Rock 3-link on the front. As you can see, Iron Rock 3-link. I don't know what the spring and coil is, but probably just some generics. I looked at the ad again for the advertisement that this guy sold it to me under. So he said spring over axle in the rear, Iron Rock 3-link, and a 5-inch lift. So I'm thinking maybe it's not like a Iron Rock lift, but it's just the Iron Rock 3-link, whatever. Also, I found out why this is here, and of course they didn't heat shrink it properly. But this bypasses apparently this. I think this is a resistor of some kind for the fuel pump, and that can cause issues with, like, you'll start it, it'll run for a second, then it'll die kind of thing. There was a connector over here that I didn't know where it went, so I found it. So this goes to this rad fan. It's hot wired straight to it, and comes to the positive on the battery, and then the negative goes into this white wire, which then goes up into the cab, and there's a switch by the driver's side that's got 3 white wires coming out of it. I don't know what any of those do, but hopefully one of them was disconnected, but it might have just happened when I pulled the thing out, so I reconnected it, and so hopefully I'll be able to switch that on and off, that fan there, because that's what the guy told me. Because I asked him what was that switch doing on the dash, and he said, well, it's for the electric fan, which is only holding on by 1 bolt, of course. Missing this fan shroud too. It's strange, this, so they must have, I don't know if they took this off of another Cherokee, or if they bought it brand new. It looks kind of, like, from the paint, it looks fairly new, but it's got this screw clip in it with nothing there, but I don't know if that's a factory. That doesn't quite look like a factory screw clip, but I could be wrong. Man, like, here's another. Look at this. This was just rubbing against the belt. Like, it was just like laying like this. Like, who does that? There's a little issue. Bent fan fin. Missing another bolt there. I believe I have that bolt though. That one is just broken off entirely. So whatever. Still don't know what's going on here. But apparently, and here's something that's really cool for you guys in the States. This is a Canadian Chrysler manufactured Comanche. Chrysler Canada. This was manufactured in '89. It's got the French on it. Canada, we're going through a rough time right now, guys. Okay? Canada's not a bad country. It's really not. And especially back in the day, if something was made in Canada, that's a mark of excellence. I don't care who you talk to. It's a mark of excellence. The old Toyotas were made here, man. And look at those things. But I mean, look at how long this Jeep has lasted, you know? It's just nuts. There's another mark. But yeah, okay, we're going through it right now. So I noticed one of Dex's videos where he tested oil pumps, and he didn't test I don't think he tested, this was actually not the oil pump, this was just the pickup tube. I think I got an SKP or SKF, whatever, oil pump. The actual OEM one was better than all of the aftermarkets, and he said he's never seen one actually fail, one of the OEM ones. It was probably a mistake putting the aftermarket oil pump in, I was going off of a video from somebody else that said, oh, now's a good time to change your oil pump. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just do it. So I still got the stock one there somewhere. I'm going to keep it. And then if I have any issues with that one, I'll swap it out in the future. I'm sure the rear main seal will leak in, 5,000 clicks. By the time the next oil change comes up, I'll know by the time that it all drains out. And then that way, I know it's time to do the rear main seal and then top it up with oil for the oil change. Alright, so it's just the one bolt to take this distributor out, and I believe it should be clocked with this thing. So hopefully I don't mess up my timing just taking this out. But we got the gasket kind of loosened up there. So yeah, it looks like a pretty friggin' easy job. So we're fixing the grill back on, and we do have it the correct orientation. Okay, this tall side should be on the top, just like the lights. They screw in with these little screw clip thingies, and of course they're all broken. And there was only 3 on here, so I had to pull this off of the parts Jeep. However, they fit nicely in this little lever thing. So what I've been doing is I've been kind of reaching it up in here, holding it, and then getting the screw in there through the back of, there's these little tabs, and they're just in the fiberglass. They're not very strong, so you don't want to put a lot of force on them. Plus this one on this side's already broke. So let me get this last one in, and then the next thing to do, paint this. I did pick up some more rust paint, plus some high build primer, so hopefully try and fill in this rough area here. Then we're going to get that cowl back on, and then we're going to try and start it. I think we are ready. Put that down there. To start it, I'll just check the oil, make sure it didn't all leak out. Could use a couple drops, but that's alright. We should be able to at least start it and just run it for 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, so 2 years this truck has been sitting in the shop waiting to get fixed. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Now there's no power. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened. I just kind of jiggled the battery jumper. Kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's really gallopy. It says the battery's real low on the voltage. Alright, so I don't know if this battery's charged. Probably is. It's brand new. But we'll see. This is for my F550 7.3 Power Stroke. So if this thing doesn't start the Jeep, then we've got serious issues. All right. Oh, I can feel the voltage. An extra volt, it says. It's kind of strange. So I pulled a plug. It's a little black, but it doesn't look too bad. These are new plugs, new wires. But I want to see, what's going on in the cylinder. Maybe if there's a bunch of oil or water in there or something like that. Cylinders and everything actually seem to look all right. You can even see some crosshatch in some of them. maybe I messed up something on the distributor when I replaced the gasket. I wonder how I would test that. I think what I might do, I'll just spray a little ether down the pipe and then see if it starts on that. If it doesn't start on that, well, then I don't know what to do. I'm just going to try just a bit of quick start here. All right, let's see what that does. Just a quick snuff. Got the blowgun handy to blow out any fires, hopefully not. Yeah, I think that's a timing issue. Alright, so I'm looking into this starting mystery. And I believe the issue is, when I was doing the distributor gasket, I completely messed up the timing. Now, can't leave it like that. I mean, we could, but this had never run, so. What I've done is I've found top dead center on the compression stroke, I believe. I hope so, anyway. Of this cylinder, the front cylinder, the first cylinder, cylinder number 1. And how you do that, you basically, you grab your 3/4 socket, turn that until there is a mark close to that bottom wheel there. So this wheel here, right? And there's also a notch on the other side of that wheel that you line it up to. Now, what we do is set the distributor. We've got the cap taken off. It's unplugged, but there's something not perfect about this. And, yeah. Look at the amount of oil in there. Jeez. And at least we know it's well lubricated. Motorcraft. This is a Ford distributor? What the heck? Gee, I wonder what's going on here with that, huh? Now, I had somebody mention one time that they had a seal that mounts here to the engine block leaking so bad it actually leaked into their distributor cap through like the little dust guard there. Or the lack thereof. Doesn't appear to be any kind of seal on here. So we're going to get this timed. Ooh, look at that. An illegible serial number. I think what I'll also do is there's a ground behind there, right about there. I might try and clean that up too, because this was having some kind of rough idle issue. I've done a lot of learning. I've changed my ways. I have gone on a journey and found myself deep in the forums. So, turns out, because this bracket is supposed to it's the distributor itself is supposed to link into that bolt hole, but that's been cut off. That's a Cruiser 54 complete rework, right? It allows you to get finer tuned on the timing. So the way this is supposed to work, so you find your number 1 cylinder, and I believe this is the way it should be oriented, roughly in that position. Hopefully that's correct. Now, grinding that tab off allows them to move this whole piece here, one way or the other, which would then advance or retard the timing. So I just now the tips were saying that you should cut a hole in a distributor cap and then replace it with another one. Well, that seemed kind of dumb to me. It's like, why not just, because this only goes on one way here, like this. You know, there's a little bit of wiggle on there, but why not just find the number 1 and then just put a mark and then take this off and look to see that mark or the number 1 should be just before, apparently should be just on this side of this spark thing here. I don't know distributor systems. I am mostly like an EFI kind of guy. Not that I really know much about that either. This is really my first time working on anything like this. Hopefully I got this right. I'm going to rework and, well, I'm going to relook. Make sure everything's like hunky-dory before I hook it back up and start cranking again. And more than likely I'll forget that in there, and then that'll chew everything up in there and get caught in the belt and blow the motor. But I'll tell you what though, I cleaned this out. And it's still dirty, of course, because my brake cleaner does not work very well. But despite it not working very well, it's still, I still can't think right clearly, but it sure does burn when you get it in your eyes. And it doesn't taste good either. Everything's hooked up. Hopefully it all goes well. Pay special attention to see if the RPM gauge moves at all. Because if it doesn't, then it could be a CPS or a crank position sensor issue, in which case I'll probably need to take it off and clean it. So after a quick prayer and 2 years of sitting, let's try and start this pig. What? Yes! Oh my goodness. It was... Oh, the distributor. Yes, it was wrong this whole time. I don't know what's with the upshift light staying on. Maybe I'll just disconnect that thing altogether. But we have part-time. We have full-time, neutral, and 4 low. Oh man, that's cool. Wait, does my I don't know if the... Oh, yes. Oh, it just came on. Wow. It took a second, but it came on. My shift bezel light. Sweet. Oh, yes. So we got half a tank. 14 volts. Wow, that's actually crazy. And impossibly high oil pressure. I want to see if it does that weird like idle thing. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, hear that? Actually, it's not too bad in here right now for smoke. This was mostly just the diesel heater. Yeah, you can hear it slow down like here right now. Yeah. So I've been told that's a Renix grounding issue. Either that or like TPS. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I really need a fan shroud for that. That is almost hitting that coolant line. Just want to let the oil circulate, let some of the coolant circulate, hopefully a little bit anyway. It probably won't do it much, but it took almost 3 gallons because I had to flush the head. I can't seem to get, I don't think that fan works, that little electric fan, because that's supposed to be on this switch here. Oh, that's this light here. . Okay, that was just like the little... It seemed to be just like the parking brake light, maybe. Yeah, okay, that's just the parking brake light. Don't care about that. It's just kind of switch malfunction. Well, I don't know if I can trust that oil pressure gauge, but seems to be pretty high, so... Oh, don't tell me I'm leaking oil. Hope that's from the jack. Oh, it could be coolant actually, because yeah, right, freeze plugs would leak after first install. Yeah, that's probably what that smoke is. Drips from the coolant. It's probably not good to breathe in. Oh, my cargo light still works. Oh man. Milestone! Oh, that's that sticky throttle cable. I'm gonna have to lube that up a bit. Alright, well, I'm gonna shut her down. Turn the lights off. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So happy. Hopefully that was enough to warm it up and let those things set.